Christy and welcome back to Kicking It with Christy. Today is Makeup Tutorial Monday, where I will be testing makeup tutorials. And of course, for the month of December, it will be holiday, Christmas, or festive themed, however it's, put. So, let's get to it. For today's makeup tutorial, I will be following MaggieA's super easy Christmas glam tutorial. And when she starts out, she's already got her brows done, she's got concealer on her eyelids. Now, because my eyelids tend to crease if I use concealer, I have been using Wet n Wild's Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. And ever since I got it, I love it. It makes my eyelids not crease. So, she is using Huda Beauty's Gold Palette Remastered. I don't have that. Obviously, I have my Profusion Ultra Warm 35 shade palette.
You're going to be starting off with the shade Henna, which
I have kind of a dupe for, I guess. I think that I'm going to be using this color right here. It's my third one in.
Which is quite a dark matte sort of chocolatey brown colour with a little bit of red to it, and I'm going to be taking this 253 Zoeva contour shader brush, and I'm actually just going to be packing this on my eye. Quite a lot of product I'm going to be packing on in kind of like a circle shape in my crease area. So usually I like to wing my eye makeup outwards so that it's like a wing shape, but today I actually wanted to keep it a little bit more rounded, as you can see. So I'm really packing this shade on just in a kind of crease area of my eye and connecting it down to the inner corner and the outer corner as well. And I'm packing this on until I'm quite happy with the intensity, and this is what
I'm adjusting the shape to my eye shape because I have, like I said, hooded eyes, so my crease is actually like right about here. So I'm trying to bring it up to about there.
So now I'm going to go in with the shade Sandalwood.
Our shade looks almost like this one of mine. So I'm going to try using that one.
On this 231 Zoeva brush, this is kind of like a pencil brush, so it's a little bit more precise, and I'm going to be taking that slightly lighter brown shade and basically just using that to blend out the harsh corners of the shade that we already laid down.
And I don't have a number or a shape or a name on it.
So this part here did actually take me quite a while to blend because I really wanted it to be a seamless blend, but I didn't want to take it too high up to my brow. So I did want to keep the product more concentrated and lower down closer to the shade that we already put down, but I still wanted it to be blended. So I did spend quite a lot of time going backwards and forwards blending this, and then I did take a clean fluffy brush, this is Zoeva as well, and then I just went in kind of circular motions and blended it all together as well. So I carried on using this clean fluffier brush for quite a while, again just blending out the edges so that it was all nice and seamless on my eye. And then what I did is I went back in with that first brush that we used to place down that deeper shade, and I went back in and just intensified it up on the outer corner where we blended some of it away, and then I just went back through with the two blending brushes again.
She is
going in with the shade Man Eater.
I obviously don't have that palette, so I actually went out and got a palette, a little NYX Ultimate Edit. And obviously I'm going to use this. This is a lot more red than it looks like on camera.
Which is the more red. This is more of a true red, slightly deeper shade. And I'm just really packing that onto the outer corner of my eye using this flat 234 Zoeva brush. I'm just sort of pressing this colour onto my eye so that the colour is nice and intense. And then I'm just going in with that pencil brush that we used to blend. I'm just going to slightly blend it in a little bit. And then what I do is I just go back in a little bit more with the red shade again, just press that back back in just to even further intensify and then again blend. So this look is kind of all just about the blending really. Now I'm going in and just basically doing exactly what I did to the outer corner to the inner corner of my eye. So now I'm going in with this shade 24K.
She is taking, like she said, the 24K,
which is this really nice shimmery true gold shade, and I'm taking this on a really small little kind of detailer brush. This is the Morphe M508, and I did actually spray this with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to get the shade to apply a little bit more intense, but I did decide to just go in with my finger and press this into the center of my lid just because it went on a little bit better this way. And now I'm just going to be blending that into the outer and inner corner using that brush that we used to pack on the red with, just so that it's nice and blended and we don't have any harsh lines.
She's going to be actually gluing on glitter on top of her 24 karat. I went and got the e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadow in 24 karat gold. So I'm probably going to lay down a powder base just because that is just primer and I do not want to cause an issue. I'm going to lay this one down. It seems like it's going to be a nice golden color, which it is. So I'm going to put that in the center. First step of adding glitter, I'm going to add this on instead of adding glitter. Blend it out a little bit with my fingers. I'm going to blend that out with a little bit more of the bright red like she does. She moves on to her face, so I'm going to go do the other eye off camera in a back.
So now I'm just going to be moving on to my face. So I'm going to be starting off with moisturizer. This one is the Clarins Hydra Essential Lotion.
I don't really use a moisturizer. I have oily skin / combo skin. I tend to not need that. I will go in with my Milk Hydra Grip Primer.
Moisturizing, and now of course I'm going in with my Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation.
I haven't gotten to that one yet. I do want to try it. For now, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me in shade 235. I also just looked and she did her lashes and everything off camera. It doesn't seem like she put any eyeliner on.
Now I'm just going in with a bit of concealer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury MaggieA concealer in the shade 2.
I have just my normal eyelashes. And she's putting concealer on, so I am going to do the same. I'm using e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Fair Warm. It's going to be light, I already know this. Because it looks like this, I like to take a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder in the same shade as my foundation. I take a little bit of that and kind of set that in there so that it's not super white. And this is on me, like this is my extra step I have to do because I fudged up and got too light of a concealer. I didn't realize my actual foundation was that dark.
So now I'm just baking my under eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent powder.
My Wet n Wild photo focus.
In with my Body Shop Sunny Bronzer, and I'm just using this kind of as a contour, but just really lightly, kind of on like the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm just going to be taking that a little bit on my forehead as well, just so it looks like I've got a little bit of a natural tan sort of going on. I'm going to go back to my hooded palette and grab the shade Sandalwood on this Zoeva quite big fluffy brush. I'm just going to be taking that quite loosely under the lower lash line. I'm going to be taking this shade down quite low, but still making sure it's really nice and blended. What I'm going to do is just go in with the shade Henna, which is the slightly darker brown colour, and I'm going to take that on a pencil brush and just take that under the lash line as well, but keep it a little bit closer to my actual lash line. And now I'm going to go into the shade Man-Eater, which was the red shade that we used, and I'm just going to pop that even closer to my lash. Third, and now I'm going into the shade Moon Dust, and I'm just going to be taking that on a really small detailer brush. I'm just going to be popping that on the inner third of my lower lash line.
That seems like it'd be about right.
As well. Just going back to the face, I'm using Ofra highlighter in the shade Rhodial Drive on this Morphe brush. I'm just going to be popping that on the tops of my cheek and kind of just a little bit down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow and chin as well.
I'm using Blossom Glow from Wet n Wild.
Now I'm just going in with a little bit of blush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury blush in the shade Ecstasy.
I'm using Wet n Wild's Color Icon blush in Mellow Wine.
And then I'm just going over the top of that with this Jouer lip topper in the shade Rose Gold, which is absolutely stunning. It's like this rose gold glitter lip gloss, and it looks amazing in person as well.
I'm just going to go in with my little sparkly Starlet by I don't know who. Oh, CoverGirl. I think that's it. It's not half bad. I wish I could get lashes on one day. I will be able to. Apparently these don't crease too bad. Who knew? Because I didn't. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and just kicking it with me.